In 1912, the world stood in awe of a ship unlike any other. Her name was the RMS Titanic, the largest moving object ever built by human hands. She was more than a ship. She was a statement, a promise that technology had finally conquered nature. Built in Belfast, Titanic represented the peak of early 20th century engineering. Her massive steel hull, advanced watertight compartments, and luxurious interiors made people believe one thing: this ship could never sink. For the wealthy, Titanic was a floating palace. Grand staircases, crystal chandeliers, fine dining, and private suites created an experience never seen at sea. But below deck, a different story unfolded. Third-class passengers, immigrants from across Europe, carried dreams of a new life in America. On April 10, 1912, Titanic departed from Southampton on her maiden voyage. Over 2,200 passengers and crew were on board, unaware they were stepping into history. As Titanic crossed the Atlantic, wireless operators received multiple ice warnings from nearby ships, but confidence remained high. The ocean was calm, visibility seemed clear, and speed was never reduced. On the night of April 14th, the sea became unnaturally still. There were no waves to break against the ice, making icebergs nearly invisible in the darkness. At 11:40 p.m., a lookout spotted an iceberg directly ahead. The order was given to turn, engines reversed, but it was too late. The iceberg scraped along Titanic's hull, opening small cracks below the waterline. The damage appeared minor, but beneath the surface, water flooded multiple compartments. Titanic was designed to survive flooding in 4 compartments. That night, 6 were breached. Slowly, the truth became impossible to hide. Water poured in faster than it could be contained. The unsinkable ship was sinking. Passengers were told to put on life jackets. Lifeboats were prepared, but there was a deadly problem. There were not enough lifeboats for everyone. Women and children were ordered to board first. Many lifeboats were lowered half empty, as people still believed rescue would come quickly. As panic grew, something extraordinary happened. The ship's band continued to play. Music filled the cold night air, offering calm in the face of certain death. The bow of the ship sank deeper with every passing minute. Inside, the grand staircase flooded. Lights flickered. The ship began to tilt sharply forward. Under unbearable pressure, Titanic broke apart. The bow plunged into the Atlantic, while the stern rose high into the air. Then, at 2:20 a.m., the stern slipped beneath the surface. Titanic was gone. The ocean fell silent. Hundreds were left floating in icy water, where survival lasted only minutes. Their cries echoed briefly, then faded. Hours later, rescue ship Carpathia arrived. Only around 700 people were saved. More than 1,500 lives were lost. The world awoke in shock. Newspapers called it the greatest maritime disaster in history. For decades, Titanic rested in darkness, 2 miles beneath the ocean's surface. In 1985, her wreck was finally discovered, split in 2, slowly being consumed by rust and bacteria. The wreck revealed the truth. The damage was small, but perfectly placed. A chain of human errors, ignored warnings, and overconfidence sealed Titanic's fate. The disaster changed maritime law forever. Lifeboat requirements increased. Ice patrols were created. Safety standards were rewritten. Today, Titanic remains more than a shipwreck. She is a reminder that no matter how advanced we become, nature always has the final word, and that arrogance can be just as dangerous as the ocean itself.